Chief John Drake of the Nashville Police Department. He will be followed by United States Attorney Don Cochran for the Middle District of Tennessee. He will be followed by Mickey, that's M-I-C-K-E-Y, French, Special Agent in charge of the ATF for this area. He will be followed by Matt Foster, the Special Agent in charge of the Nashville FBI office. And then Nashville Fire Department Chief Director William Swan will speak to some operations that are taking place on 2nd Avenue. Chief John Drake.
Thank you, Don. Good afternoon. This morning, around 5:30 a.m., officers responded to a call for shots fired in the downtown area, specifically 2nd and near Commerce. As officers responded, they encountered an RV that had a recording saying that a potential bomb would detonate within 15 minutes. Officers, upon hearing that, decided to evacuate the buildings nearby. So they began knocking on doors, making announcements, having emergency communications, communicate with everyone to get people safe. Shortly after that, the RV exploded. We had one officer that was knocked to the ground. Another officer is fine. Currently, what we have going on now is we have K9 dogs. All of them are out, partnering with Tennessee Highway Patrol, our federal partners, and we're sweeping the downtown area just as a precaution to make sure that everyone is safe and that, any service that needed, we can provide that. And so with that said, we don't feel there's any concern in the downtown area of anything else right now, but we are doing it as a precaution just to search with our bomb dogs. At this time, I'll turn it over to Attorney Don Cochran.
Good afternoon and Merry Christmas. Unfortunately, this is not the way any of us wanted to spend our Christmas morning, I know. But I'm Don Cochran. I'm the U.S. Attorney here in Nashville, Tennessee. This morning I briefed the Acting Attorney General, Jeff Rosen, on the situation here in Nashville, and he has told me to tell the police chief in Nashville that we are devoting the entire resources of the Department of Justice to help in their investigation. FBI and ATF are taking the lead in this investigation, and I want to turn the stage over first to Assistant Special Agent in charge Matt Foster of the FBI, and then Special Agent in charge Mickey French of the ATF to explain some of the resources that the federal government is going to bring to bear on this situation. Matt.
Thank you, Don. The FBI stands with the city of Nashville today in this very tragic Christmas Day event. This is our city, too. We live here, we work here, and we're putting everything we have into finding who was responsible for what's happened here today. As part of doing that, there are investigative leads to be pursued. There's also technical work that needs to happen, and we're standing with Metro Nashville Police Department and our federal partners and our state partners to bring every resource we can possibly bring to bear to find out what happened here today and to bring those responsible to justice. The investigative leads, I'm sure you understand, is not something that we can talk about. As we continue to pursue every tip, I would ask the public to go to www.fbi.gov/Nashville. It's www.fbi.gov/Nashville, where an online tip submission process has been set up. Please tell us what you know. We need your leads, we need your help. You can also call 1-800-CALL-FBI. Call in tip information if you know anything about what has happened here today. We'd appreciate your help. On the technical side, our focus will be on bringing the technical experts of the FBI from across the country, including the FBI laboratory, our hazardous devices school, and our experts from evidence response teams nationwide into Nashville to help process this massive crime scene, along with the ATF, Metro Nashville PD, and the many other partners who were part of this effort that will continue. We will find out what happened here. That's all.
Good afternoon. My name is Mickey French. I'm the Special Agent in charge for the ATF Nashville Field Division.
ATF is continuing to be a critical partner with the Metro Nashville Police Department as well as our federal counterparts. ATF responded this morning with several groups and personnel from the Nashville Field Division. We've also activated our national response team. That particular team is made up of specialists as well, certified explosive specialists, chemists, engineers, as well as evidence recovery, interview teams, and so forth. We'll be coordinating that with Metro Nashville Police Department as well as the FBI, and we'll put together a team that is going to collectively work this investigation to the fullest. Our main priority is obviously to keep our Nashville citizens safe and secure, and we'll work jointly with everybody here to do that. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm going to give you just a quick update. I know Don earlier had mentioned as far as the fire department's role at EMS, we did transport 3 individuals with minor injuries. But right now, what we're doing is with our structural engineers, along with our urban search and rescue, hazmat teams, we're going into the buildings, making sure, number one, that the building is sound and ensuring that there are no other victims or anyone that are there. So a lot of moving parts. Again, my hat goes off to all the teams working together as one unit, and we'll continue to work on until the job is done. So thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the update as we know it at present. If there is another briefing for this afternoon, we'll let you know. But you pretty much know what we know at this juncture as far as our community is concerned. Again, to reiterate, we know of no other imminent danger to the city at this point. The bomb dogs going through the downtown area now are doing that as a precaution. Okay? I can't hear you, Harriet.
Do we have a number yet of maybe an estimate of how many buildings have been damaged in this incident?
I'll talk with Joseph Pleasant from OEM. I can tell you that several of the buildings on 2nd Avenue have structural damage. Several of them have been damaged, some more than others, but we'll get that for you. I know that, as Chief Swan said, the fire department's looking at those structural issues now to determine any more potential impact.
Bottom line, Don, at this point, do you know the target? Do you know the purpose of why this happened?
As the FBI said, we will find that out. There are a number of people working right now on Christmas Day running leads throughout the city. From our police department, the FBI, ATF, answers will be forthcoming. We can't discuss those with you now or exactly what we're looking at, but answers I'm sure will be forthcoming.
Don, was there a body found?
I have no information about any body being found. We do not know whether anyone was in the RV when it exploded. We do not know whether anyone was in the RV when it exploded. So I can't tell you at this point whether there's a potential for a fatality in that scenario.
The megaphone that was warning people to leave, do we know if that was coming from the truck? Was it coming from somewhere else? Do we know?
It is believed it was coming from the RV.
Coming from the RV?
Yes.
Or was it someone saying?
There were announcements coming from the RV, and that's the extent of what we can say at this point.
Is there any surveillance footage that police are investigating right now?
There are cameras throughout this downtown area. Yes, we have been reviewing downtown cameras, and that is all part of the totality of the investigation.
Don, you mentioned some people may have been taken to Central Precinct, whether they were just witnesses to give a statement, to share what they saw. Has anything come to fruition from that you can share?
Just providing more pieces to the puzzle, more information. As Chief Drake said, we had a number of officers, several officers on 2nd Avenue who were working to protect the public when the explosion occurred. As he said, one of those officers was knocked off his feet. We have some counselors with our officers. Our behavioral health folks are with those officers, ensuring that they're okay. I mean, they went through a very traumatic experience themselves.
Can you speak to just, I mean, really, it's amazing how these officers and first responders run into the face of danger. They knew, according to that RV, that there was some kind of threat, and they continued to take their time to get people out.
Well, they went to the residential areas on 2nd Avenue and did their best to get people to safety. Obviously, they heard the announcements coming from this vehicle. They took them seriously and were working to seal the streets, to protect folks, and we think it worked. We think lives were saved by those officers doing just that. All right, thanks very much, folks.
Don, can we ask one final question, just really quickly about the location?
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.